Hey guys, Tyrant here bringing you a 2v2 today. We are on Elst Outskirts. Playing today, spawning in the south, we have Cat Boy Supremacy playing as Ostheer, who has German mechanized, fortified armor, and assault support. Teaming up with him is I bottom for Cat Boys. So there's something you can name yourself in this game. Playing as OHHERRO, I'm going for Overwatch. From the north, we have LaurenFrost playing as the Brits, who has Vanguard, Royal Engineer, and Lean-Lease Assault, and finally OHHERRO playing as US Forces, who has Airborne, Urban Assault, and Tactical Support. This is a Patreon backer submitted game. On the Axis side, we have an arranged team in the mid 500s. On the Allied side, we have a random team. LaurenFrost in the mid 200s, OHHERRO in the mid 600s. Their ranks. So no wire off on this side of the building. Very common place to put it, and the pies were in the area. Runs around the long way here as well. Could have vaulted this fence if this is where he really wanted to go. Saved a little bit of time, but jumping into the building now with that machine gun. No tank traps coming up here. Good wire off though on that side of the building. It's a pretty good idea. Empires are a little bit isolated though. They might be able to jump into the building quite close to the rifleman. No, riflemen continue on past. Another squad coming in from the side though. Being off to a pretty good start. This 2-on-1. Stern Empires coming in on their flank. Cut off maneuver from the rear echelon amongst all this. I think probably should have stuck around to at least force the retreat on this squad so it can't like do back capping. Get some good territory control going, but played that one alright. Got a sniper out now for Cat Boy. Sandbags coming up. Recapturing the cutoff. Sniper can be pretty tough to deal with as Brits. Has gone for the universal carrier. A little bit on the later side. Not ticked up yet, so can't get the machine gun upgrade on it either. You really need that Vickers to make this worth getting. Or maybe the Wasp could be an idea against this building. Not opposed to it on this map.
The enemy is taking
very late on the tick, Lauren. And Universal Carry getting off a pretty slow start overall. Doesn't look like it's going to get much done before the 222 is going to arrive. Oftentimes, you know, maybe best to like delay one of these units just so you can get the upgrade on it a bit faster. But here we go. Can do it now. It's going to be the Vickers. Going to be worried about a Faust coming in from the other side here. Save enough munitions to make use of one crew repair activation. Coming through with the Faust. Not quite in range. Doesn't have the Faust range bulletin, which I think is a bit of a mistake. Such a strong option. Boosting up the range of the Faust by 7%. So he's going to be able to connect for one shot. The Royal Engineers there. Looking to disengage. Could be a good idea to pop the repair on that now. It's far enough back, I think, but it looks like he's going to continue to back it away slowly. And on the far side, Stern Empires do end up getting forced away, but still performing pretty well. OHHERRO locking into tactical support and going for an earlier ambulance. Sandbags coming up now as well. Good work for bottom. Chasing him down with this Fausting squad. You have the option of popping the suppressing fire, so shouldn't be able to get the Faust off, but Maybe if Lauren tries to be economical, might be an option, but no. Quick retreat as well. But yeah, didn't get really any value from that universal carrier so far. And, you know, 222 in construction. It's not good signs for Lauren. Has not ticked AEC yet either, so won't have a fast AEC to counter the 222. Does have the option of maybe locking into a Lend-Lease assault, going for a quad potentially.
We have a new scout car.
Could get him out of some trouble against the Axis light vehicles. Do have a mechanized truck down for Cat Boys as well. Or for bottom. This is Cat Boy and this is bottom, right? We'll try and stick to that convention. Waiting back here for the med bunker. Yeah, Lauren is pretty exposed. Doesn't have any form of anti-tank at the moment. Damage from the incendiary grenade. Sniper missed that shot. But the Jaeger Lights might be able to finish it. No, it's going to be the infantry section going down to the Volksgrenadiers there. Good kill on retreat. Good bit of flank action. Teamwork from bottom.
Supply line just got cut off.
Oh, grenade tick from Hero. Pretty good grenade into the building. Just thinking about trying to come around to this side, but you know, they do have the STGs in there, so even firing from one window, pretty effective. So, I think it was the right choice to get out of there after the grenade. Speaking of, dodging the Ralph-nade quite effectively there, Lauren. Is building the AEC at the moment. Yes, it's quite late. You can see maybe about a minute and a half late bringing this out. That makes a big difference. Oftentimes you can get the AEC out at basically the exact same time as the 222, and that really limits it. I think if you're going for this kind of strategy, you know, like no tank intersections, only one engineer, don't have many snares, I think you should go for the early AEC generally. Oh, there we go, Rifleman. Big old flank, big grenade as well. Should be able to get the wipe on the road. Can he get away with it though? Is he going to try to? A couple squads nearby, but this is tough. If he tried to recruit, he would almost certainly lose the Rifleman. Here comes the Lieutenant, 222 coming down to assist. Incendiary grenade, no, concussive grenade in fact. Getting shredded. Look at how fast that goes down to the stern post. Grenade in there from the Rifleman, but looks like he's going to be able to hold on to that machine gun. Meanwhile, we've got an officer for Cat Boy Supremacy. Building a anti-tank gun as well. I probably would have prioritized anti-tank gun over the officer at this timing. Especially, you know, you do have the 222 out, could get caught by the AEC if it's slightly out of position and just die. He's only got 2 snaring squads, so it's quite risky to go for a, you know, like a sniper and officer. You're lacking a bit of fausting power. Leave yourself very exposed to the AEC kill. But at the moment, Allies with pretty good territory control. Looks like a double officer tech here from OHHERRO and has gone for the quad. It's a strategy that I used for World Championships a couple of years ago to beat Quirits. Good kitten shot in there though. Good angle for bottom. A second Jaeger light out now as well, so it's a lot of infantry. One on the other side of the map though from the Raketin. It's rotating across at the moment. Axis are struggling a little bit for territory control. Light vehicles keeping them in check.
Squad ready for action.
Jägerlights do end up going pretty well against the M1919 riflemen, so they will work out pretty well in the long run. And our hero, by spamming a few grenades here, is kind of shortchanging himself for those weapon upgrades. And he eventually decides to start picking them up. I think one of the main benefits of going for this strategy, the double officer, is that it's much more affordable since you don't have to get those weapon racks.
Sniffing around our asses. Tactical point being captured.
Still have a good munitions sink in the early game to upgrade your rifleman. Looks like OHHERRO is just not going to go for those M1919s at all. Try stay aggressive, and that's one thing that with the M1919s are not particularly effective since they don't fire on the move. Not very good at those aggressive plays. Charging in with grenades like this. Trying to get something done. So the pack maybe missing its shot on the AEC there. 2 at the back, chasing away a few squads, but Axis are struggling at the moment. Double light vehicles, or triple light vehicles even, for the allies work out nicely, but here we go, Faust connecting. Could be the end of the quads. Grenade out, no. Would have lost sight on it. I think attack ground wouldn't have worked through the trees there, so that was a good choice to retreat at that timing. Nice grenade, and the grenade perhaps, partially saving there. Oh, what happened up here? Bit of a trade. Universal carrier goes down, so is the 222. AC on one shot. Pack trying to chase him down. Here come some bolstered, brained up sections. Pack could be in some big trouble. Oh, he connects! Threading the needle there. Gonna get decrewed on retreat though as he backs away with this. Got some nice heavy cover. Early retreat. You could see he's winding out for the rifle nade but cancelled it. Probably would have maybe even died if he tried to go for that rifle nade. Do have an anti-tank gun. Should be bringing this in to kill this if it has sight, which I think it would. Here he comes now. Quad working nicely. Could even throw some like base howitzer fire on it just to try and prevent the crew. And the Grenadiers are going to jump on it. Got the machine gun back there now as well. So yeah, I think that was a bit of a mistake from Lauren not throwing the base howitzer fire on that. And as a result, Cat Boy Supremacy able to recrew. He's gone for a Panzer Grenadier now as well. Still feel it's a little bit risky to go for this many squads that can't snare, but has taken care of the light vehicles of LaurenFrost, so might be able to get away with it.
We're losing a capture point.
Charging in here with the sections, but they don't have the grenades. Still enough to force back the machine gun. Got the sniper over there. You can take a lot of damage crossing the road on the way in.
The enemy is attempting to steal our sector.
Outside the building, not doing much at that range. Those MP40s, very poor long range. He's coming in close with the Royal Engineers for some reason, and they are dropping fast.
Stocks of better grenades are being made available to the infantry.
Dying very, very quickly indeed.
Enemy threatening a capture point.
Grenade out. 2 of them. Pretty good dodging though for Cat Boys. Or bottom rather. Got 1919 on that rifleman now though. Early retreat, looking to save some manpower, even though he's got 800 in reserve. He's not started the major tech yet. Coming to the timing where we maybe could see some medium tanks. 15-ish minutes. In this case, the Axis have been hurting for fuel control, so a little bit behind in that department. We do have a triple blitz out, but it's currently set up on the munitions sector, which I don't know if Cat Boy Supremacy really needs that much. Maybe he's going to spam these off maps a bit. But they won't last long, especially the strafing run won't last long. With the quad still on the field. Okay, lock into the commander. It's going to be Vanguard for LaurenFrost, a solid all-rounder. Going for a second engineer though, instead of bringing in some commandos. Flak base back there, opening up. Applying a bit of pressure, but Raketen setting up. Could be an attack round. Not happening. Missed opportunity there. Good push on this side though, and the captain goes down. Not too bad for OHHERRO. He's rebuilding it. Very strange. I would not recommend rebuilding the captain at this timing. It's just a terrible idea. Already got enough infantry. Put that into like support weapons at this stage. It's a really bad plan. You've got enough infantry. You don't need any more. Rolling up. Missing its shot though. He's doing well from behind the sandbags, but Royal Engineers should be able to outnumber them. Peakrings getting forced away. Green sections behind heavy cover. Hard to dislodge without that sniper, which is in the center at the moment. Both players destroying each other's sandbags in the center. Good to see. Eaglites soft retreating. I think in this case you could just soft retreat the Eaglites to here. The STG folks close the distance. These guys are not Vet 1, so they're not that formidable really. Some green sections coming in though. Good suppression on this side. Oh, and there goes the quad. Abandoned. Raketen taking care of that and destroying the abandoned wreck as well. These squads are not suppressed though at the moment. A grenade somewhere. Now very close to these medium tanks now. Cat Bottom could field one. We've already got one in production for Cat Boy Supremacy. Sherman in the works for OHHERRO. You can see how late this is. There's enough resources for another tank on top of that. And I think quite often with this build I would be going for like a Jackson. In this kind of scenario I'll be going Jackson first into Calliope. Try and get that out nice and early. Pretty close to the command points for that, and the command points will accelerate quite quickly with the Jackson shooting at these medium tanks.
The enemy still has 300 points.
Gonna go for a mass Sherman style though. I feel like it doesn't really play into the strengths of this commander. You can use the recon plane to use the Jackson from long range. Makes it very strong, but let's see how OHHERRO deals with that. LaurenFrost has gone straight for hammer. Might be opting for a comet, pretty close to the fuel for that now. Good anti-tank gun positioning. Engineers are going to survive though. Seems like the Axis are doing slightly better now with the arrival of these tanks. A bit of a push here, but machine gun at a good angle. Got the Panzer IV back there. The anti-tank gun did push up. Retreating on the sniper. Did help Shono maybe just firing off the incendiary shot to stun the section in close range like that. Probably could have stayed on the field, but playing it safe, getting out of there. Got plenty of munitions for these incendiary shots, so probably worth a go there. Slow switching the focus fire, allowing these squads to close in, but no munitions for a grenade here. Might still be able to get the decrew just with pure LMG firepower. Now has enough munitions for a grenade. Here it comes, a little bit slow, but a little bit of a delay and the machine gun gets completely destroyed there. of a delay leaving cover for that machine gun. Strange. Oh boy, the captain goes down though. Big hits from this Panzer IV coming around the corner, up to 9 kills already. It's a heavy mortar strike from the officer there. So what's being brought in over there? Couldn't figure it out. Rifleman down on the far side as well. Seems like OHHERRO does have a bit of trouble remembering these squads on the far side of the map. It's 2 losses in that fashion now. Going for the rebuild on the captain. Don't know why he's so keen on rebuilding the captain. Oh boy, big hits from the Sherman there. Generally, I think, you know, at this stage, if you're going to be rebuilding anything, he just needs some support weapons, really, doesn't he? Don't know why he's so keen on that captain. Still got, you know, smoke from the rear echelon, but alright. Taking a shot on the way through. Does have the Rakitten nearby for some support, and now going for a Goliath. Love to see that. Uh-oh. Anti-tank gun caught out of position there, getting decreed by the Comet. Panzer IV coming down, Rakitten's not quite there and could take some damage from the incoming US troops. Dangerous position, but kind of lucky for the Axis that Comet didn't try to continue the pressure there and look for the kill on that decrewed weapon. With a base howitzer fire, could have worked out quite well. Good rear armor shot in. But I think it's a bad idea to chase, so good idea from Cat Boy to pull back there. Jumped out behind the heavy cover. Have to watch for a grenade. That's the only thing that could swing this engagement for OHHERRO. So it's going to be incendiary grenade for bottom. Comfortable win. This time though, OHHERRO notices and gets out of there before he loses the unit. Oh wow, he's going to go for a triple Sherman attack. LaurenFrost meanwhile very close to the strafing support. Could be a strong option. I would not be getting in a building that low on health. Extremely risky. Panzer IV just rolling up here would one-shot that easy. Oh boy, frag bombs up there in the north. I didn't notice that, and neither did Lauren, getting the wipe. Well done by Cat Boy.
Ready for action. Send orders.
So a little bit strange overall to see bottom go for mechanized, but never make any use of the vehicles from it to deny himself healing. Easy healing. But overall hasn't made a huge impact, I'd say, this game. And has gone for has now triple anti-tank guns after picking up that pack. Okay, we've got the planes coming in. Comet making a bit of a move, hoping to kill off this sniper. And gets it. Well done. Good aggression there for LaurenFrost, and the planes keep the Comet safe as it backs away here. Well-timed retreat. Big damage in there from the planes. Panzer IV in some trouble. Still alive though. Here we go. Triple Shermans coming in from the side. Do have still 2 anti-tank guns nearby. They're coming around this side. Slight mistake. Probably should have come around here. We would expose through the center because of that. Doesn't have enough pushing power to maintain vision on it at the moment. Here comes the Goliath. Bit of a suicide mission. Does do some damage to one of these tanks. Now the anti-tank guns awkwardly caught out. If the Comet stayed in here, could get a decro on this pack easily. There we go. Double Sherman's making a bit of a play, hoping for the decrew, and gets it on the Rakitten pretty close to the Axis base. This anti-tank gun coming in now. The Sherman's in some big trouble. Briefly slowing down, trying to fire off the smoke. Ends up going down. And the Comet didn't quite manage to kill off that pack. Still on high explosive rounds. Well done by OHHERRO, scrambling defense. It ends up working out pretty well for him overall. Didn't lose too much there. Knocked out the Sherman as well. Comps back in here now. Looks like maybe Cat Boy Supremacy saving up for the Tiger next. Has gone for Battle Phase 3. A bit slow with that Panzer IV. Return to the front lines though. Here it comes. Major went down for OHHERRO over here, by the way. Good idea with the Faust. Going to slow that down, even though he does have engineers right there for the repairs. Good timing to attack with the Panzer IV returning to the field. And some pretty good hits in there as well. So it's a rebuild on the section, which I find very strange. If you've already got like medics and base, you don't need them to rebuild on the section for healing. Just get some commandos, man, with the Brens. Get the forward retreat point unlocked perhaps on this commander as well. It's got manpower for days. That's what I'll be looking to do. Get some Bremandos going.
Enemy causing trouble, trying to take one of our points.
So there has been a rebuild on that lost rifle for OHHERRO. I don't know why he's so intent on keeping this much infantry on the field. It's much easier to build some support weapons, especially because the Axis don't have any indirect fire at the moment. It's one of the real strengths of this commander, because you don't have to spend resources on the weapon racks. You can go for the double officers, you can lean on those support weapons a lot more effectively, and once again because of that recon plane you can use them at max range very effectively. It's a pretty good idea for Cat Boy to get some Talamines down at this timing. Oh boy, and he killed the, I think one of these engineers did have a sweeper at one stage, but I think he killed the sweeper squad, maybe? So that Tala could pay dividends in sweeping up this mine as well. Double Shermans look like they're gearing up for an attack in the north. Both on armor piercing as well at the moment, so looking for some action up here. He's back here though in a reasonable position. Still pretty even on the victory points, but with the Jackson joining in, the Axis could struggle a touch. Oh boy, LaurenFrost actually, I thought he was saving. He's very, very close to the Crocodile, but decides to go for another Comet instead. Comets do, you know, maybe work better with Hammer. But, I mean, he hasn't really made use of anything from his commander except for the strafing support. And here we go, hits the Teller over there. Activating the local blitz. A lot of tanks up here, and got some Shreks as well on the Panzer Grenadiers. This could be a dead Sherman now. Really need some smoke to cover him. Here comes the Panzer IV, and the Shreks just getting the job done.
We just lost a medium tank.
Meanwhile, Panzer IV working well on the other side of the map. Where's that Jackson at? It's over here, but not a terribly well coordinated push overall by the Allies. Not getting much done with that. Good vision from the Jaeger Lights, getting some damage in. Panzer IV coming around the corner here. Backed up by the Raketten as well. Pretty good positioning of these anti-tank guns so far for bottom. And there we go, the big boys on the field now. The Tiger for Cat Boy Supremacy. And already this Jackson close to death. Getting a lot of damage through the center. Shrek and Panzer IV making a bit of a play here. Should pop the blitz. He's Just going to back away. Strafing support's coming down. I probably would have gone in with the blitz there, with the Jackson being so wounded. I mean, it boosts up your rate of fire. OKW blitz, so I'd have been able to get one shot off extra there during that engagement. And if he didn't want to chase with it. There's enough to force back the Panzer IV though. While this Panzer IV making a bit of a move on the far side. Comet firing on the move, missing there. Anti-tank gun setting up on him. Here come the LMG Grenadiers though. Anti-tank gun's not going to last long for Lauren. Very fast deeper, and got these Shreks coming in now as well. Got very close to Vet 1, not quite there though. And going for the kill on the anti-tank gun for the follow-up. Third Comet in the build now for Lauren. Does have a lot of munitions, could start to pop those vehicle crew repairs. Hasn't used those so far though. Okay, Jackson repairing up on the far side. Cut wheeling in. And target weak point. Get this on hold fire. There's a trick you can kind of do sometimes, is activate target weak point while you've got hold fire on, and then try to take it off hold fire. Try start the engagement with the target weak point shot. Doesn't always work out though. Requires a bit of a coordination on the timing. This could be trouble. Okay, no jumping into the Jackson. Gotta survive. Panzer IV is wounded over here. Sherman making a bit of a play. Gives up on that though. He's on high explosive as well, so he wouldn't have been able to do anything. Jackson's still wounded. But what a pushback here from the Axis with that Tiger arriving. Getting a couple of kills. I still have plenty left in the tank though. LaurenFrost with the triple Comets can be tough to deal with. You'd see a lot more mines down from Cat Boy again. Could even consider a third Pioneer at this stage. There's a lot of resources floating. The bottom is saving for that King Tiger, getting very close to that now. Tiger's generally pretty good at duking it out against the Comets. Stunning the Comet, not doing a huge amount of damage though. Losing sight of it so it doesn't do any follow-up damage. Here comes a Comet making a play with the war speed, but the defense is there. One has to get out. Stopping at max range though, getting stunned by the target weak point. Go for some attack rounds there, especially because it was stunned so slow. Pretty likely to get the scatter shot, at least one of them. But here we go, big boy on the field, both the big boys. It's going to be tough for OHHERRO. But this is where the commander can be strong yet again. The recon plane, spot for your Jackson, allows you to outrange the King Tiger quite comfortably, which can often be hard for US forces, especially if your major is dead. Don't have that sight anymore. Not as effective perhaps in 2v2 since there are more pintles and stuff to shoot down, but it's a good option. Just back into the Sherman here. Jaeger Light's making a sprint for the VPs. Doing pretty well in that department though. Second Jackson now for OHHERRO. I think that's a reasonable choice against the King Tiger and the regular Tiger. Enough for the planes for bottom, so this could be a pretty nasty push for the Axis. So we do also have the planes for Lauren back on the other side. Probably should just build another engineer at this stage for faster repairs. Maybe a rebuild on the anti-tank gun. Okay, here we go. Dropping in the planes, the triple comets, war speeding, charging past the anti-tank gun. Doesn't quite line up the Faust on the right unit to get the engine crit. A lot of damage from these planes coming in as well. The Axis planes coming through also. Got the Raketin there. Two of these comets on death's door. This one might be able to get away. Squad trying to come in for the killing shot, and is going to get the Faust off. Pretty well handled so far. Oh, that's not. It bounced. The Faust bounced, so it doesn't get the kill, even though it's enough damage. Meanwhile, up here, what happened? Not paying attention. Huge damage. 2 units down. Comet does end up going down, though, maybe to an anti-tank plane. It's going extremely low. Lauren did have so many resources, can instantly rebuild one of those. Oh boy, what happened to the Jackson there, nearly going down. King Tiger making a move, though, looking to push in on the back of this. He's still very high in health. Comet, where's this Comet going? What's he doing? Backing it through here. Gonna get the Faust off. The King Tiger can finish this now. Horrible pathing. Where's he going? He had a clear path back here. Easy getaway. That is a massive misplay by Lauren. Yeah, overall Cat Boy handling the that armor push pretty effectively, but forgetting about those units up in the north. Losing a lot of them. It's gone for a third Opal Blitz. I don't think that's fourth Opal Blitz. He needs that resources for rebuilding the army now, though. Away the kit in there, so Jackson could come back in. Oh, another rifle dead on the far corner for OHHERRO. Pick that up on the Jaeger lights. That is lights out now. Allies stand no chance against that Jaeger light. Use the target weak point so far. Okay, mechanized truck upgrading with the repairs. In the meantime, Axis with their tanks off the field. Don't have much field presence. See Cat Boy going straight for that Tiger, about to be able to bring it in again. Probably needs to rebuild a Grenadier or two to support this as well. Needs those snaring squads. Making a bit of a play. We've got the triple anti-tank guns over here. Triple Raketins, in fact. I didn't notice him building a third one of those. Oh, and they make short work of that Sherman. Did not last long. That's where the recon plane comes in clutch. Haven't seen any use of that for OHHERRO so far. And he forgets about the lieutenant. That goes down. The kitten did get decrewed, though. Very much of a follow-up for that. Cat Boy Supremacy dropping in the pinning plane. Coming through the center, taking a few hits. He's stunned. Tiger around the corner. He does have the anti-tank gun there. It's a shock blocker, can't get through there. Good choice not to. I mean, maybe he could have come around the corner for like one shot, but chasing any further would have been a poor idea. Okay, gonna go for some Panzer Grenadiers. Puts the Shreks on them. It's probably alright, but he already has a Panzer Grenadier that could put Shreks on this stage. Still think I would favour the Grenadiers.
Panzer Grenadiers standing by.
Good news for the Axis is no rocket artillery still from the Allies, no Calliopes. So it does make their team weapon play a lot more secure. Oh boy, this is not looking good for that Jackson. The triple raket and strike again, getting the decrew on OHHERRO's tank. Okay, and the Comet though, coming through on the back of that, knocks out the Panzer IV. Axis are actually a little bit low on fuel. You see bottom has loads of manpower but can't afford to rebuild that. Probably would go for maybe the Panther next anyway though. Interesting choice, Lauren rebuilding the section. It does delay the rebuild on the Comet.
An infantry section of Tommies has been trained.
Bounces there from the Shreks. Oh, that's the M1919 Jaeger Light. Very quick decrew on that anti-tank gun. Good dodge on the grenade as well. Did he actually equip brains or maybe just pick one up? So that's not gonna last another shot, needs to get out of there. Could have died to the Tiger there very easily. Tiger backing away though. Good reposition on the anti-tank gun to support the Tiger though from that angle. Oh no, it's still there. Sure. Oh wow, a Werfer. Cat Boy Supremacy. I think at this stage I would probably be looking just for Panthers for both of the Axis players. And just completely overwhelm the Allies when it comes to the vehicles. Because with the Panzer IV, you know, boosts up your anti-infantry, but it's not going to be able to fight back against these Comets very well. And likewise, it's not terribly effective against the Jacksons. You know, if you save up enough for a set of planes, make a bit of a push, you could just call the GG right there. And now I feel like the Axis maybe are a little bit exposed, especially Cat Boy Supremacy. You're having the 180 tank gun, the one tank could get overwhelmed by these Comets, and there is strafing support on hand. Probably have one of these P-Greens upgraded with the Shreks. Generally you go for whichever one is the lowest in veterancy, since it's quite easy to vet up a Shrek squad. You want to keep the high vet on the anti-infantry squad so they maintain their firepower. Big damage on the Tiger here, and this gives the green light. Comet's making a war speed attack. So it's pretty much exactly what I was worried about. This Comet though not on prioritized vehicles perhaps. Making a play so far, good fortune for the Tiger, bouncing a couple hits there. Comet's having to back out. Huge damage on the pack, very close to death. Panzerwerfer goes down though. So, oh. Rear arm hit from the Panzer IV, he's looking for the kill on the Comet. And he gets it! Wow, really good luck there for bottom. Not going to be able to get away with that though. Maybe with the suppression, maybe. Takes a very, very long time. In fact, yeah, doesn't even get a chance to reload. The pinning sector assault working out nicely. Is that a Calliope finally? Okay, and it gets the decrew on the Raketin. OHHERRO should definitely crew that. Do with an anti-tank gun. Recon plane up now as well, finally. Overall, that worked out really well for the Axis. That Panzer IV survived. Tiger also survived. Did lose the Werfer, but it could have gone so much worse for them. Didn't come back in with that relatively high health combat as well to finish off the Panzer IV, so missed opportunity there by Lauren. Tiger on spearhead mode now. It's got that really long line of sight working it nicely. Goes for the crew on the Raketin, but it's too late. Already got the Jägerlights there, and both of them have M1919s now. It's a real nightmare for OHHERRO. Okay, a flak Panzer. Not actually a terrible idea for Cat Boy Supremacy. He does need the Shreks still, I think. A little bit more anti-tank. But, you know, with double, you know, loiters, the recon and the strafing support, a bit of extra anti-air, it's going to go a long way. Not a terrible idea. Oh, okay, he's gone for a second pack for some extra anti-tank. It's also a decent option. Sprint, good reaction times. And he gets away because of it. Well done. One in the smoke. Oh, hangs around a touch too long. Flak Panzer finishing off the Royal Engineers. That's very painful. Going for the attack rounds here, roasting through that section, and he goes down. Horrible plays there from Lauren. I don't know why so desperate to cap the VP. It's not like the points were draining, it's neutral at the moment. That was a massive misplay. And now maybe the P-Greens can actually pick up one of those Shreks. Not bad. I need a really good Calliope barrage next for OHHERRO to help turn this around, maybe on these double anti-tank guns. So at the moment the allies are just getting slaughtered. Yeah, their late game control definitely not quite as sharp as the Axis have been. A lot of like easy to avoid squad wipes on the far sides from the allies. Can't plane up. Are going to lock onto that. Shoots it down quite quickly. Going to be really ready to rumble with that Calliope if you know that the flak Panzer's on the field. Ready to pop off the barrage very shortly after the recon plane comes out.
The enemy is down to 75 points.
Ooh, that could be the wipe now. Not already backing away. Almost a wipe over here as well. And gets it too. It's looking pretty hopeless for the allies at this stage. The double... Oh wow, we got the wipe on there as well. Double Comets though, making a bit of a move. This one driving around. The double anti-tank guns over here. Lauren dropping in the planes. Got the Jackson over here as well. Tiger in a bit of trouble, but fast reactions with the Blitz. This Comet coming in, jamming the Tiger. Really good damage on the pack as well. Good maneuvering here so far from Lauren, but good swivel with the pack. Knocks out one of the Comets. Tiger making a move on the back of this as well. The Jackson got very low. So It's just that one comet really to defend the Allies at the moment. Easy wipe there. And really a green light for the Axis now to just close out this game. Flies very low on VPs. They don't have almost any anti-tank anymore. And OHHERRO has thrown in the towel. Understandable. To 8x speed here. Closest one out.
We just lost a unit. Pull everyone back. We're down to 10 points.
So LaurenFrost just went AFK for the end there. Alright, well, yeah, bit of a shaky start there from the Axis. Didn't have a very easy time against the Allied light vehicles. Really hurt them for territory control, delayed their medium tanks. Bottom, went for mechanized, but didn't make any use of it. I think that did maybe hurt the Axis in those early phases. Might have been an idea to try push out a Puma, but once those double light vehicles went down up there in the north, they really opened things back up for the Axis and allowed a lot more easy territory control. But overall, I'd say, a bit too much flow from the Axis throughout most of the match. I can understand, at this phase, bottom, pretty much at the pop cap limit, not a huge deal, but Cat Boy Supremacy, even, accounting for a Tiger loss, still had plenty of room for a couple extra units. And this is probably overall like an overinvestment into these Opal Blitzers. I think like maximum you can reasonably get in a game is 2. If you can afford more than that, unless it's when you're at pretty much max pop cap calling them in, then it's probably a sign that you should be more aggressive with your infantry. Trading out a bit more manpower for some more map control overall. Yeah, would have liked to see some more mines as well with all those aggressive comet plays. Could have made a big difference. A couple more telemites. I think we only saw one. Would have been good to see overall. And yeah, as I said, I think I probably would have gone for the Panther instead of the Panzer IV rebuilt. Just gone for the complete vehicular overwhelm, which would have worked quite well. For the Allies as well, OHHERRO, very strange. Like not playing to the strengths of this commander with the recon plane, early Calliope support weapon play. Constantly rebuilding the officers. Didn't rebuild in the major either. I think if you're going to rebuild one, probably should be the major for the site to help you deal with these tanks long range, especially after Flak Panzer comes out for the anti-air to shoot down the recon planes. Very strange build. And Lauren, again, I'd say also not really playing to the strengths of this commander. I don't think we saw any use of the vehicle crew repairs. So the tanks spent a lot of time off the field repairing. Didn't make use of any of the commandos either. I think he rebuilt like maybe 2 sections throughout the game. It would be much more effective to do that with commandos instead. Maybe could have gone for forward retreat point as well. Earlier on in the match when he had around like 1,000 manpower. With that extra field presence, maybe could have closed out the game for the Allies. But yeah, overall, I'd say just better late game control for the Axis. Able to get the win on the back of that. Well, anyway, guys, wrap on that. If you like your game to be cast by me, details are in the video description below. Otherwise, I'll catch you all for the next thrilling installment. Goodbye and good luck.